Hey everyone. So we recently released NCTL 410, and with this video and a couple more that will follow, I plan to cover a few use cases with NCTL. In this first one, we will talk about how you can scan a live cluster using NCTL. So the things I have already ready are NCTL with version 410 RC2, which was released sometime last week. I have a cluster ready and I've explicitly added one resource, which is a pod in the default namespace. All right, so to scan a live cluster, my command would look like this. So it'll be NCTL scan Kubernetes, followed by enabling the cluster scan flag. Now you'll see I didn't have to use any explicit policies or policy sets. NCTL realized nothing explicitly was given in the command, so it loads the default policy sets and extracts them and uses the policies from these policy sets to run a scan against all the resources in your cluster. Now, what you can do next is look at the details of the scan. Details would mean what resource failed and what policies it violated. You'll see in the output, you have um, a resource that's failing and a list of all the policies that it's violating. Right, now you can extract this details output to a file and in any output format like JSON, YAML, SARF, or even text. Right. So with that, we saw how NCTL would scan your cluster using the default policy sets, but you could even have, say, a single policy mention that you want to scan your cluster against, right? So the policy that I have used is a policy that disallows creation of pods in default namespace. NCTL runs the scan, sees 14 resources um, matching the policy, and it shows you, since I enable the details flag, it shows you what exact resource was failing with some details. In my case, the pod that I had explicitly added in the default namespace is failing, both the policy rules of the policy specified. I could do something similar, but just in this case, I could take policy sets, and I'm taking PSS baseline and see the details of that scan. So in PSS baseline policy set, NCTL found 36 policy rules, and it's applying these to the resources in your cluster. This is what the scan looks like, and you can get the details extracted to another file. All right, that's about NCTL scanning a live cluster, and yeah, let's look at some more use cases in the next videos.